Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another Mech Merlin stream. See quite a few people joining in. Bookmonger, hopefully I'm pronouncing this correct, Anti-Hixius, Not Panos, and Comrade Questions. Thanks, guys, for joining in. Let's get started. If you guys caught my unboxing, you know that I kind of partially built the Saturn 60. Baka necklace and sock. Yes, I'm actually still waiting for my PCB. I was supposed to build the Baka Neko for Canon case, but things didn't work out. Here, let me show it on stream with the face cam. See that? See that? Look at that. Holy crap, it is massive. Massive thing. All right. So yeah, we'll build this today with clicky switches. Why clicky switches? I think it fits the aesthetic. It fits the aesthetic of a vintage looking board, rack mount board and all that. The last time that I unblocked this, I talked about using kale switches. The thing is, like with kale switches, you know, as cheap as they are, I would still have to go about and buy some, you know, and I don't really like clicky switches to begin with, so I might as well use what I have. And what I have are Gaterons, Gateron Phantom Blues. Synergist, I bet you're reading through all of them now, aren't you? It gets addicting because like some of them, it's not like a one shot. Sometimes it like continues. But she doesn't like post them consecutively. Sometimes it takes her a couple weeks to follow through with the story. Dude Joey says, nice PCB. Yeah, it is a very nice PCB. I actually have the prototype version. I'm curious what's changed between the two, other than the color. Phantom Blue, just love the stem navy color. Yeah, they're actually pretty cool. Pretty cool looking. Here. There you go. There's my blues. That's what I'm looking for. Except it's clicky. I know, right? I'm not a big fan of clicky switches either, but look at those. The blues look really nice. Click, 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 click. It's really interesting because these phantom switches are supposed to be recolors of the Gateron KS9 Pro, or at least that's what I've been told. And that they sound pretty thocky to me. Like I actually just bought a bunch of KS9s. I was gonna buy more Phantoms actually, but KS9s are a lot cheaper and technically the same thing. Noise suppression saved the click. Oh, okay. This seems a little tight. What in the world? Perhaps knife to Franken. Ow. Hold on. Okay, let's just make sure that these switches can fit in. The plate seems awfully tight. Oh yeah, that's tight. Not sure if you guys heard that click. You guys can probably hear this ping. Hold on. Let me turn off my sounds and turn off crisp. You guys can hear this ping. This is gonna be a hell of a piggy board. All right, let's do it. Okay, tight plate. Here goes. Ooh. Wait, says Merlin, how much will the blindfold assembly add-on cost? No, I won't do anything like Glarsis. Okay. Sounds like a small dog walking on a hardwood floor. Oh gosh. Okay, let's do this. This might be my worst sounding board, but that would be intentional. It would be intentionally be the worst sounding board. Alright, hold on. I may have to be more cautious here. It's freaking tight. It's tight that if I don't put it in the correct angle, the pins actually get bent, which doesn't usually happen on a soldered build. What switches are these? These are the Gateron Phantom Blues. Currently only available through Keycaps. This was actually the batch they gave me for my Q1. But for my Q1 I decided to use the reds. But I have a bunch of clickies that I'm never going to use, right? So why not use it for this build? It's going to be a very clumsy build just because the plate is so odd. But that's fine. Oh my gosh, that's so tight. Still not as tight as some F44 plates I've tried, but still pretty tight for an aluminum plate. It's confusing. Bacon and tuna executing the build command. Yeah, today is the Saturn build. Whoa. Why so tight? Holy cow. Tony says, hey Merlin, how you doing? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Wow, this was unexpected. Unexpected plate tightness. I had an FR4 plate that I need to press so hard on that I'm still having issues with my thumb. Oh jeez. Sorry to hear that. Oh man. That sounds so bad. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get more anchor points in, and then I'll solder it. Right now, I feel like if I push just hard enough, I might even get the PCB to fall out. After hearing this build, maybe preference has gone too far. You have not even heard the finished build yet. So we'll see, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Like, I thought about putting jades in it, but I was just like, why buy clicky switches? Why would you buy a clicky switch? You know? So, I'm gonna save my money. Oh, you know what I just realized? These guys are not 5-pin. I don't really need to put the PCB in yet. This will make it easier for me. Totally did not realize that. I can actually do it this way. This will be so much faster. Yep. Getting 268. Why 2? Just different build configuration? Are you getting one for a gift? Gift for someone? Am I taking applications for wife number 2? No, I'm in a committed monogamous relationship. Keys said 2 to 3 weeks shipping for like 13 days ago. You got Mizu and Charcoal one, wanted to try lots of different builds. Yeah, the Mizu looked really great. The one they sent me was the Charcoal build. You guys can catch my build stream of that on YouTube as well. Or here. I think it's still as a VOD. Wow. I hate how tight this plate feels. Mint and Charcoal because I couldn't decide. Now I'm bummed because I'm seeing all these Icky 68 collabs coming soon. There we go. And of course I bent a pin on that one. You can bend pins even on soldered builds. There we go. Did I do better? Yep, I did better on that one. Did much better. Ooh, my thumbs feel really sore now. All right, perfect. Okay, can get back to soldering. Solder, solder, solder. Check that out. That looks gorgeous. And another reason why I picked blue was I think it would fit with the SA Godspeed. All right. Yeah, so normally you put RGBs on this as well, but I think I'm gonna skip out on that just because I think it detracts from the classic look. Which is why if you look closely at the PCB, you'll see that there are some places to solder in that RGB strip. It's only underglow RGB though, so not in switch. I can imagine this board being a much more difficult build if I had done 5-pin switches rather than 3 pins. All right. There we go. VIA just detected it. Good sign. Perfect. Let's change my layout really quick. Wait a second. Split right shift. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. And now key tester. Test matrix. Perfect. Everything works. Excellent. Okay. We can put this board together. We can put this board together. Let me clean up a bit here. All I'll really need is that screwdriver. And turn off my soldering station. Good, good, good. Solder away. Great. Okay. Here goes. Here we go. There it is. All right, let me give myself a little more room here. You can take it apart. There we go. Okay. Have I ever done predictions on my WPM so we can gamble our points away like degenerates? I used to, but then, you know, I tend to just be about the same. Feel like the Saturn could fit a whole keyboard. Oh, it absolutely can. It absolutely can fit a whole keyboard on it. All right, let me just look at... Hold on. Let me just take a look at some build guides here so that I can see. You put one in. Okay. Good to put a little bit more. Seems pretty nice. Possibly. Or, you know what? I actually do need that keyboard. I have to look for the build guide just so I can see what order the foam goes in. Let's see, Titan 60. Let's see, does he actually have it listed anywhere? Welcome to Acekeyboards. Saturn 60. Only seems to have the products there. Let's see, I wonder... Gotta be a support button here. Help. There we go. docs.keyboard.co. Click here to go to the Saturn 60 build guide. And there we go. Just need to know where exactly. Okay, foam goes there. Yep. Got all that. The upper gasket is optional, but it helps reduce echoes and keeps debris out of the board. Okay. I will gladly do that. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay. We'll do it this way. So we want it facing like that. Yep. And then next, place the plate and PCB assembly onto the foam like so. Okay. You want it to plug in over here. Right, it's plugged in. Kind of a tight fit. Okay. Let's see. Then tuck the front edge of the plate underneath the PEM nuts inside the front lip of the case. Okay, so we do have to... There we go. Is that how it's done? If you wish, you can now add the inside part of the upper gasket. Okay. Seems pretty... Everything about this board is like a tight fit right now. You sure it's a cool board? It is a cool board. You know what? He did say to tape it down if we can. So sometimes cool boards are not necessarily good boards. That's my biggest fear about this. Tucked it all the way in. Let's see what happens. There we go. Doesn't seem to be going all the way in. Is this the chonker you previewed a while back? Yes, indeed. Indeed it is. The Saturn 60 from Acekeyboards. Okay, now make sure the plate is even side to side and the foam is as far back as the USB connector. Okay, then we put the other foam on. Like so, it's probably the thickest foam ever. Like so, fitting the two case halves together. Ooh, okay. All right. Why did you choose clickies? Let's see, I explained it at the start of the show, but just because I think boards like this tend to like to fit the theme. Like this is a rack mount server board, and if you've ever been in a server room, it's extremely loud to the point that sometimes you need to wear earmuffs, which is why I think in order to better hear your inputs, people have traditionally put clicky boards in rooms such as that. And so to go with the aesthetic, to go with that theme, I've decided to go with clickies. For no other reason other than that. Okay, so the alignment here is what's going to be the gotcha. That's going to be the gotcha here, the alignment of the whole thing. Whew. Okay, I may have to take his advice and put tape on it for the time being. That's what I'll do, so I can make sure that the foam stays in place. Jeez. Alright, where'd I put my tape? Do I even have any tape left here? Okay. Tape, tape, tape. Where are you, tape? Let me go grab some tape really quick. Alright, some tape just to keep this in place so it doesn't move around. I unfortunately don't have any double-sided sticky tape, so I'm going to have to do it this way. Put it on the corners here. Yeah, this board doesn't really like fit together all that seamlessly. It's a lot of guess and check. Definitely has that industrial vibe. You should have just wanted to vent a little. Ah, okay, I see why. Okay. I think what needs to happen is that this guy needs to fit all the way in. Okay. Whew. Wow, that's difficult. Just went in on SA Polyclear. Nice. Not quite sure I like the set. I just think it's really cool. Yeah, oh man. Please tell me he tested this with SA, because I'd be very sad if SA can't work on this board. Because what happens right now is that it seems to catch. Seems to catch on it. You don't get why SA Polyclear is so expensive? There we go. I think I got it. I got it. Well, I'm pretty sure it works. I'm just wondering why I'm having trouble.
It was all a big mistake. Never meant to miss the date. I was caught up with my friends. I forgot that we had plans. So the roses on the floor and found.
Alright, maybe I just need to put more caps on just to.
The door. All my favorite things, they were there.
Alright, now the foam's catching.
You were gone. Now I'm here all alone.
Alright, I know what to do. I'm gonna put all the keycaps on first so that I can align it properly. Love the classic look. I know, right? That's actually the reason why I bought the board. It's like, I didn't really buy it because it's, you know, the best board ever. There. Let's turn off my sounds here so you guys can hear really quick what it sounds like. Let's turn that off. Let's turn off crisp. Okay, guys, you ready for this? This clicky sensation. It definitely feels like I'm typing on a vintage board. This is something like, I feel like if I went to a computer museum, saw a random vintage board there and typed on it, this is exactly how I imagine it to sound and feel. I know, right? It's pretty darn awesome. How heavy it is? It's actually pretty light because it's a sheet metal. Like, I would say it's about the same weight as a tofu. Clicky thock, yeah, exactly. Clicky thock indeed. The spacebar sounds great. I know, right? Here, let's do an actual typing test. Let me pull out a cable here. Hold on. I think I have a good cable here. cool looking. Yeah, you can even like lift it up here. There we go. Let's put that cable in here in place. Let's do a... Oh, this feels really good to type on. It's so weird, but it's fun. Okay, here. This is an actual typing test. I like it. I actually like it. I don't mind the click just because it just fits so well with the aesthetic. So yeah, I like it. I actually like this board. Like now I wonder what, like, would I have gotten a more satisfactory or would I have gotten a better sounding click if I'd actually gone out and bought Jades? Because right now this already sounds pretty darn good to me. Good as in, you know, not that it sounds good compared to my other boards, but it totally fits this aesthetic. Yeah. I love it. Except it's so big. Oh, that front height, oh my gosh. Like, I'm not sure if you guys can see the angle of my hand here, but I'm literally like going up. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I'm gonna enjoy tapping on this board for quite some time. Godspeed was a great choice, I know, right? I still have to like fix a few things. I feel like the angle of the plate is a little askew. Because, look, everything on the top row is fine until I get to the backspace, and the backspace sometimes stays down. So that was not the case before I put it in. But oh my gosh, yeah, this turned out way better than I expected. Like, honestly, it turned out so much better. I kind of want to try it without foam now. So yeah, it is coming up to 4:30. We're about, what, 3 hours in at this point. Let's see. Couple issues with the board that I noticed. If you are using non-cherry switches, meaning like anything that's larger in dimension than the cherry, such as Gaterons, JWKs, or even cream switches, you'll notice that the plate provided tends to be very tight fitting, so good luck pushing all your switches in. Number two, when putting it together, you really need to get the alignment right. Like right now, I don't have all the screws in, just because I am trying to keep it slightly loose so that I can adjust it better. So that's another issue. But overall, this board actually sounded a lot better than I thought it would. Like I don't really hear much hollowness. Or maybe it's the clickiness that's masking it, but yeah, it's more thocky. I do suspect it's because I'm using the new Gateron Phantom switches, which tend to be thocky. They're like KS9 recolors. So I think that's probably causing it. Also, I kept all the foams in. I got the quote-unquote the plate foam in, and I also got the case foam in as well. So that might be affecting it as well. But other than that, this is a big surprise to me. I was not expecting the board to sound this satisfying. I'm not gonna say it sounds good. I'm gonna say it sounds satisfying. That's because for me, my definition of good is still thocky, and this board is not. This board is thocky, but it's a weird kind of thock. It's a weird kind of thock. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's good, but it's definitely, you know, brings much satisfaction to me when I type. See, SA is super thocky. Yes, SA is indeed super thocky. Cheat codes for sound. It's a cheat code for sound, but not so much for typing. Like right now, not sure how I feel about it. I do have a uniform profile SA. I've got SA Granite. SA Granite. I might try swapping it out on this just because the board is such a novelty. I would really feel bad if I didn't type on it more, you know? And the only way I'd be able to do that is if I switched to Cherry, which would ruin the aesthetic, or if I put the uniform profile SA on it. SA on your 7B, I did not like SA on the 7B. Actually, you know, I didn't actually do a thing here. Well, here, let's finish this off with another typing sounds test, and I'll pay attention to what my WPM is. But yeah, this is a board that brings me much satisfaction when I type on it. Anyway, alright, we are at our 3-hour mark, so thanks everyone for joining in. I know this is not quite the types of boards that I usually build. I usually build linear, stocky, well, I guess whatever the customer wants me to build, right? But this is the first clicky board I've ever built on stream, or at least I can remember. And I'm happy it turned out so great. You guys will probably see it on my next couple streams. Next stream is tomorrow. I'm thinking 3:30 p.m. PDT. Fingers crossed. I'm usually not free on Sunday afternoon, so I have to shift my schedule around a bit. So we'll see. Either 3:30 or 4:30, which is this time. So we'll see. I'll let people know on Discord. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining in. And I will see you when I see you. Have a good rest of your weekend, everyone. Goodbye. Oh yeah, we'll hear it as well.